Good afternoon, lieutenants. It's cold. I'm indoors, and I got the scarf. And I'll admit I'm being kind of a pussy right now. It really isn't that cold. It's actually quite sunny out, but it's like 28, 29 degrees. And there's like this... You have to adjust. You have to adapt. Like at the first initial stages of winter, you're like... And it's only like, 30, 28, 29. But after you become accustomed to it or acclimated to it, by the time it's like March, if you got like, a 15 degree day, you're like, oh, dude, yeah, whatever. So I'm just really cold. That's all. And that's why I'm all bundled up. Let's talk about my day. It's my day. We should come up with a whole new, like, freaking, what's the word I'm looking for? Holiday called My Day. And what My Day is, of course, as you could probably guess, is it's about the wedding. It's about the women's. They have their day. My day. Now, how do I want to approach it? Randomly. Ladies, it's fucking arrogant and cocky as all hell to say it's my day. What about the fucking dude? The groom? The guy, the husband. See, what's great about when women always say my day and how society just assumes it's my day and attaches no stigmatism to that is that it completely shows how egocentric and arrogant and cocky this day weddings are. Weddings have nothing to fucking do with the guy. It's all about it's her day. Have you ever seen a guy say, it's my day, or my day? So it shows you right there that weddings are really just almost a religious pointless ceremony, like with the dude in the Catholic thing, the not German, what is it? Roman? Latin. That's a Latin shit with the incense and all that. It serves no fucking purpose. And here's another thing. Your day, this is the biggest day of your life. What does it say about the guy you're about to spend it with, about the future and the rest of the days? Your best fucking day is your wedding? Wow. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds, like, when I was in Wisconsin, Hicksville. The biggest thing in this Hicksville, not Milwaukee, I spent time in this little crap hole called Amory, and they had, rural farming type people, nothing against them. But the biggest thing in that town, was what it was? Wrestling. I'm going to go wrestling. I'm going to go to state. I saw all these guys, my age, seniors, juniors, their entire lives, they brought spit buckets with them. Fucking spit buckets so they could spit and lose weight so they would weigh in over at the wrestling tournament, that they would weigh in at a lower weight category, and then they beef up and mass up so they could wrestle and try and beat the other guys. That was their pinnacle. That was their peak. At the age of fucking 17. That's their lives. And sadly, I've gone back and I've seen, you got the Facebook and everything else. Their lives. That was the pinnacle of their lives. In an 80-year life expectancy, they peaked in the first quarter, and it's fucking downhill from there. Now, what do you think when you say, this is the best day of my life, it's my day? So what, it's shit from there on out? You know what, frankly, if I may be so blunt, if a guy's marrying a cunt like you that think that's your best day, that's your day, yeah, it pretty much is going to be downhill from there. So, may I suggest something else? May I make an observation, a couple observations? Alright? One, it shouldn't be your day. You should elope. Get the fuck out of Dodge and elope. It's cheaper. Fuck Christ, weddings. Not to fuck Christ, not that I would ever want to. I'm just saying weddings. Fucking Christ, weddings. Fucking Christ, comma, weddings for you grammar Nazis out there. 30,000? What is the average? I looked this up one time. I forgot, but it was an unforgivable amount. It was unforgivable because I remember, like, dude, you could pay your kid's way through college. One kid's way through college on that. And then I got these parents coming, how do I pay my children's way to college? Well, did you fucking indebt yourself back in your 20s, blowing 25, 30 grand on your wedding? Well, it's my day. It's my day. So your day is more important than your fucking kid starving, fucking walking, fucking barely making rent paid? So you could have like an $800 cake? Let me think, $800 cake, I think that's almost 3 months rent if you live on the cheap. Oh, but it's your day. Fuck your kid. It's your day. It's your everything. Fine. Your spawn. Fuck your spawn. Your spawn is nothing. It's your day. So, yeah, stop it with the fucking bullshit weddings, okay? Stop it with your $30,000 weddings. I go to weddings. A lot of you, I guess a lot of you don't know this. Here's how it works. A lot of you do know this, and a lot of you don't know this. So there's two camps, the do knows and the do not knows. But I work security every once in a while. And a lot of it has to do watching over weddings. And I look, and I see it. And I've seen this before. I don't have to work security to see this. I just see it attending weddings back in my 20s. And you look, it's like, look at all this pomp and circumstance and all this money being pissed away and all this money being blown. Look at all this food. And God almighty, can we get rid of the chicken with the fucking sliced up panade vegetables? Can we just fucking do something different? I don't know. But you look at it and you're like, half of these events I'm attending right now are just a pissing away of money. Because you're going to get divorced. You're going to get fucking divorced. And it's happened. I've seen it where they've been, let's go to the wedding. And there's the fucking pastor. Through Jesus, you are one. Separate together, even though you're in love and you're madly in love together with one another. You guys are nothing without Jesus. It's only the triangle, and closer you get to the peak, the closer you come together with you. Matter of fact, have a threesome with Jesus. That's the only way to consummate a marriage. So I've been through it all before. And you know what? Despite all the bullshit, despite how good Christians they were, despite how good Jews they were, despite how good Muslims they fucking divorce. 30 fucking grand down the hole. But it's her day! So let's, I know this is asking a lot of women, let's think about return on investment. So, like, if you're going to divorce this guy 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, hell, you're going to divorce the guy period years down the road. Maybe you ain't got to go and blow all the money. But again, the problem is I'm talking sanity. Why would you spend this money? And then there's psychoticness because it's all about her. It's her. Look, it's my day. Her day. So that's one aspect. Just fucking elope. Get the fuck out of Dodge. And I forgot what my second point was. But there was one. It was important. What was it? One of these days I should take notes. I used to do it. I used to have notes up here and I took it. But look, here, larger point is this. Okay, have the baby boomers sold you on enough bullshit? They sold you on Barack Obama. They sold you on global warming. They sold you on the ozone layer. They sold you on starving kids in Africa. They sold you on the tropical rainforest. They sold you on global warming. They sold you on your worthless, you got to go to college. And they sold you on, you got to get into a house. That was more my generation than anything else. You really going to swallow this bullshit now, too? You need a $25,000 wedding? Your day? You gonna believe that bullshit? Bullshit? You get the fuck out of Dodge. You go to Vegas. You get married by the Flying Elvises. You get married at the Chapel O' Love. You know what? You just like, fuck, we're married. And everybody could go fuck themselves, including the government. We don't have to sign a fucking piece of paper. This is between me and her. Right? And then, hey, you know what? We're having a party. Everybody show up. But, God, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna enjoy watching the collapse of society, because when we hit Grease stage, there's not going to be the money for this fucking, what kind of favors? Party favors, is that what it's called? Never fucking heard that shit until about 8 years ago. What party favors are we going to have? A little favors. We need favors. I actually went to a wedding. You guys will appreciate this. I went to this wedding. It was great. and I won't mention who it was, best wedding I've ever been to. There was none of the fucking bullshit, through Jesus you come together because you're fucking nothing, nobody returns without Jesus. And matter of fact, without Jesus. Sound like Reverend Lovejoy. There was none of that bullshit. It was just a dude, do you? Yeah, do you? Yeah, do you love each other? Okay, yeah, da-da-da. That procession, the whole thing took like 10 minutes. And you want to know what's great about it? It's because they loved each other and they were selfless enough to realize that they had plenty of guests. That yes, they were in one regard the epicenter of attention. That's why everybody was there. But they also realized they should be gracious hosts. And they accompanied and accommodated their guests and made it an enjoyable experience. They didn't hold them fucking captive, listening to the same goddamn thing. You're nothing without fucking Jesus and God, and you might as well just living in sin. They didn't do that. Hey, let's celebrate. And there was food, there was dancing, and this and that. There was a bar, and everyone was having a good old time. So if you want to have a marriage, you want to do a wedding, I'm not saying don't have it a celebration. Don't have a pomp and circumstance to a little bit. But you broads out there, you women, where it's got to be, and you freak out if something, and we got to be here, we got to be, stop being so fucking greedy, selfish, and arrogant, and start thinking about other people. Because I swear to Christ, no, I don't have to swear to Christ. The reality is, and if that is your best day in your life, when you simply, be it before God, or be it before the state, say, I'm going to attach myself to this man romantically, legally, and however elsely. It's a word, look it up. It really isn't. Don't look it up. Don't waste your time. But if that's your biggest day, you're a fucking loser. You're a fucking loser. Because you need 30 grand, probably of other people's money because you're borrowing it, to make yourself feel special. And the guy you're marrying ain't no fucking big deal. If you need all that money and all those people to forcibly show up at clap and ding, 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 ding. Oh, I want to murder every one of you motherfuckers to do that. Ding, 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 ding. To get people to kiss, you know, we clap. You take the forehead, you gotta kiss. If that's what it takes to have that be your best day, you are a fucking failure as a human. You're pathetic. Right? Your best day should be like, I don't know, when your kid's born? Like Christmas? I mean, I think your best day should be when you're a fucking grandparent. Don't you think those would be your best days? Like, you spit out some kids, and then they spat out some kids, and Joseph begat Arimathea, and Arimathea begat Bethany, and whatever fucking biblical names I randomly throw in there, and Bethany spat out Corinthians, even though it's a group of people. I know, people are like, that's not an individual, that's a group of people. But don't you think, 70 years old, there you are, everybody's having a good time, you're looking at 3, maybe 4, potentially, hopefully, happily, generations of, I don't want to say genetic material because it degrades it, but family, 4 generations of family, having a good time, picking on each other's eccentricities and flaws and strengths. That should be your best day. But no, you young little 20-something, truthfully using it, now you cunts, if that's your best day, you're a cunt. You're a fucking worthless human being. You're going to be divorced. If your day is the most important day in your life is over. You might as well commit suicide. And I guess let's leave off on that, because that really would be the logical point. If that, George Costanza, go out on top, man. Once you kiss the bride and the party's over, because it's all downhill for there. If it's your day, kill yourself after your day. Because there's not going to be any other better day. Toodles.